Hello, I've just received this from YouTube. It's my 2023 year in review statistics. Congratulations on a fantastic 2023 on YouTube. Here's a look back on how you have grown as a creator. Share your biggest highlights with all your fans on Shorts. Well, I'm sharing it with you now. These are the figures, but before I do that, I want to just recap on how Homegrown Veg has grown as a channel. In about 2 months' time, 3 months' time, I'll have been uploading videos for 10 years. A decade. Wow, where's that gone? A decade. And it all started by accident. Yeah, it did. The first video I uploaded, I believe, was about cheating potatoes, getting them to sprout before you plant them. And although I've done that many times before, I just found YouTube and I'd have a look at how other people were doing it. And while I was there, I had a look at a few more videos, growing carrots, growing beetroot, growing onions, growing all kinds of things. And yeah, I took to it. I thought, this is good. I like this. I wonder if I could do it. So I had a camera, but what I'd never ever done was uploaded anything to the internet, let alone YouTube. I didn't know how to do it. So me and my dog Molly shot a video and I tried to upload it. And it uploaded. Wow! Well, that was a surprise. It uploaded. So I had to give my channel a name, so I called myself Homegrown Veg. And within a day or two, I'm getting correspondences on this video, giving me advice and asking me advice. And I thought, well, I like this. That wasn't difficult. Wow, I've created a channel. I best start to create some videos. So as I've already said, it was the beginning of a gardening year, so I had lots of gardening ahead of me. So every time I'd done something, I uploaded a video. And in that video, every now and again, Molly, my border collie, who's now gone on ahead, would stick her nose in. And I would be looking for ways to cut that piece of video. I don't know why, but I would. But I didn't have the skills, the expertise to be able to edit the video. So those shots that had Molly in were on the video. Well, I'm glad I didn't know how to edit videos, because I'll tell you now, if I'd left Molly out of those videos, this channel would not have been the success it is today. Why not? Well, because Molly became the star of the channel. Yeah, you subscribers weren't slow in telling me, hey, Molly's the star of this channel, not you. And I had to agree. She was brilliant. She was brilliant. And one thing I didn't know, which I discovered from uploading videos and working with my dog in the garden, was that if I dropped a carrot, Molly would eat it. I didn't know dogs would eat raw carrots. If a potato rolled out of reach, Molly would chase it down. She'd eat that as well. Wow. And people saw that on these videos. I couldn't cut it out, and they enjoyed that. But it worried me that perhaps my dog shouldn't be eating so much raw vegetables. So what I decided to do was to give her them, but to give her small ones. So when I harvested carrots, for example, she'd get a small carrot. Or two. And when I harvested potatoes, she'd get a small potato. No bigger than your thumbnail, or two. And she loved it. And it encouraged her even more to come and be part of what was going on. And she hung on my every word, and I can tell now, by looking at some of the videos, she was looking at me, talking to a camera, and paying no attention to her, and she probably couldn't understand it. We were the only two in the garden, me and my dog. So who was I talking to? Oh, she was a clever dog, was Molly. She really was. Anyway, let's move on. So, year after year, I would upload videos, and maybe 3 years ago, after uploading videos, say 7 years, 6 years, I don't know, I haven't got an exact figure on it, Google got in touch. They said the US taxman had been in touch with them. Hey, what's all that about? I'm growing potatoes in buckets in the north of England. I'm a homegrown veggie. I grow vegetables in my garden. The US taxman was interested in me. What's all that about? Well, I'll tell you what it's all about. It's about the US taxman wanting to tax me. I'll get to that in a minute. Let me just go down these figures with you, and then we'll get to that. The US taxman taxing me here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom, growing potatoes in buckets. Come on. Come on, right. Let's go down the figures. So this is for 2023. Top figure, 1,574 new subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody that subscribed, everybody, from day one right up until now. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining us. In the past year, I've uploaded 140 videos. I would never have thought that possible. Never have thought it possible. But I found things that were interesting, videoed them and uploaded them. 140 last year. We got over 26,000 likes. Guess we must be doing something right. If you're one of the people that always ticks the like button, yeah, just tick it, hit the like button. Let's get those figures even higher. If you never do it, why don't you do it? If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't. In fact, if you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Just let us know what you think. Nearly 3,000 comments. It's a lot of comments. Now, I can't reply to everybody because I've things to do other than making videos and replying to comments. I have things to do, but I try to reply to as many as I can. And I may have replied to you on a number of occasions. I may not have replied to you. But thanks for the comments. I really appreciate them. 2,800 shares. Shares are important to this channel. This channel is the only channel I have. I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on X, I'm not on Club, I'm not on Zippity Doodah, I'm not on any of those other channels. This is the only channel I'm on. So if you're on any other channel and you want to share these videos, please do. Please do. Now, views. 694,770. Wow, that's a lot of views, isn't it? That's a lot of views. That's a lot of money. I hear some of you saying, that's a lot of money. Well, it would have been a bit more if the US taxman hadn't got on my tail. Am I raising my voice now? I think I am. Calm down. Yeah, it would have been a lot more if the US taxman had left me alone. Let's home in on that figure and let's home in on the US taxman. So if you wanted to know how much this channel earns in a year, that figure that I've just given you, that's 694,770 views, call them clicks. It's a click. Somebody's clicked onto my channel. And each time I get a click, I get half a pence. Half of 1 penny. So you can do some maths now if you like. And if you're in the US, you can do a conversion. But don't do it just yet, because I want to tell you more about the US taxman. So when the US taxman got in touch with Google, they said, look, we need to tax this guy. He's making money in the US. How's he doing that? Well, the US subscribers who click to his channel, he makes money from the US, we want to tax him. So Google actually said to me, and this, I saw this as a veiled threat. We need to give the US taxman some details. We need to tell him how much money we are paying you, and he wants to tax it at 15%. Now, we can't give him the demographics of your channel. There's only you can do that, or we can do it with your permission. But what he will do is, he will assume that all the clicks are US clicks, and he'll tax the lot. And then if you want to argue with him, you'll have to give him your demographics. Well, hold on, I'm a gardener. I don't want to be fighting with taxmen, and certainly not US taxmen. So what I did was, I said, well, okay, you give them my demographics. You tell them how many of my clicks come from the US. Now, I think I've showed you these figures before, but I think it was something like 2/3 of viewers are US viewers. So if you look at that figure at the bottom, 694,770 views, 2/3 of those are from US viewers. So 2/3 of those views earn half a pence minus 15%. Come on! What's all that about? So I'm looking at this and I'm trying to get an angle on it and trying to see the funny side of this. And at the time, I'm looking at other videos on YouTube, and who's on there as a potential tax avoider? POTUS! POTUS is on there as a potential tax avoider, and he's being pursued through the courts at the same time as I'm being taxed. Now, okay, 2 expressions I want to leave with you. Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, we're okay with that. Innocent until proven guilty. But, and the second one, no smoke without fire. Surely I'm not paying more tax than POTUS, than the American president. Surely he's paying more tax. Well, I'm transparent. The taxman has got all my figures. And how does the taxman take this tax? Well, he takes it at source. It's paid directly to the taxman. I don't pay the taxman. Google pay the taxman from my YouTube account. It goes straight to him. I don't see that. I don't see it, and I get nothing from the taxman. I get some information from YouTube, and I can say how much tax I'm paying, but I have no contact with the US taxman. He just takes the money at source. Yes, he does. And this is a question I'm going to leave you with now, and then we'll wind this video up. When we pay tax in the UK, we have a reasonable idea where the money is going to be spent. It's going to be spent by the government, by local authorities, providing for us. We're going to have an healthcare system, we're going to have a fire service, a police service, the armed forces. All the infrastructure we need to live is going to be provided by some or all of our taxes. We know what we're getting. What am I getting for my US tax dollars? What am I getting? I don't think I'm getting anything. And the other thing we get in the UK, at the end of the tax year, the taxman sends me a statement. It tells me how much money I've earned and how much tax I've paid. And if I want to query it, I can. the US taxman doesn't communicate. It would all be down to me. I don't want to communicate with him. I want him to do it right. I want it to be fair. What's he doing chasing me up? Blimey, give me strength. Anyway, there you have it. Homegrown veg. 2 to 3 months time, we've been on the go. 10 years. Wow, where have those 10 years gone? And a new year coming up, and let's hope we get another year in the garden and another 100 or so videos uploaded. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.